welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Kiowa, and I'm going to tell you the 10 reasons why I think this is not only my favorite helicopter in DCS, why I think it's the best helicopter and one of the most fun, capable, and unique modules in DCS among any of them. So we are here in the Syria map, and another great thing about this map is this base that another YouTuber kind of told me about, which I'm gonna credit him in the description. It's just kind of in the middle of nowhere, but it's just such a great little base, and and I just added a couple little things here, but most of this is already there, right? So great little spot, great little aircraft. So let's get started on the 10 reasons. I got a notepad here that I made of the 10 reasons. We're gonna go through it, and we're gonna say why this is the best module in among helicopters in DCS. Reason number one is in the cockpit, actually. So let's get into the cockpit. And one of the questions I got from in the comments in my videos was why is the view so high on the cockpit? And yeah, it does seem a little bit high. So all you have to do is Control Shift and number 2 on the numpad, and you can bring it down. So there we go. We brought it down. Zoom out, zoom in, and there you go. That's the answer. So yeah. So reason number one on my notepad here is the great cockpit visibility and layout. Dual MFD screens on both sides that the pilot can see. So what I mean by that is not only is the cockpit gorgeous, it's very cozy, it's very highly detailed, and one of the best things about it is the great visibility. I always complain about the visibility in the Apache, the Black Hawk, all of these larger helicopters. The only one that's better visibility is the Gazelle, but the Gazelle has its own differences. So this is probably the second best visibility, but I actually like this. I like to have all these instruments in front of me, and all this stuff on the dash is just absolutely spectacular. I just love all of that, all the detail. It just so much attention. It makes you really feel like you're in this aircraft, and you got the bottle, you got the weapons. It just makes it feel lively, So just one of the best cockpits. The other thing is this door is open, so there's no doors, it's raw, and you can actually tell there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rockets in this pod. This is how you know how many rockets you've left. There's no counter, so it's that part of it. You can see these Hellfires. Look at the detail on these Hellfires. They're just insane. So that's that. So just the high quality of the cockpit itself, right? It's just one of the great bonuses. And then moving on to the interior, the other thing that is great is these MFDs. So the Huey is a great fun little helicopter, but it has no MFDs, no technology. The Apache is a great helicopter, but it's got too much of it, and you can't really operate it single pilot. The second point, the second great reason that I have is that it's a side-by-side multi-crew, but can be flown entirely solo. What I mean by that is that yes, in the Kiowa you actually have specific bindings on the controls on the co-pilot side. The co-pilot observer or CPO has specific functions that the pilot cannot do, such as lasing, in controlling the MMS in certain ways. The controls on MMS are all on the left side, so it is really a two-person job to be able to operate this. But the great thing is in DCS you can bind just about anything onto your HOTAS, including co-pilot stuff. So voila, you are magically a one-person show, right? So You can manipulate the left MAD and right MFD. The left MFD here you can actually see pretty well. Like you can actually look at it. You don't even have to switch seats. So that's what I mean by like number 2 is you can fly this solo perfectly, have all of the functions, and yet you can also fly it with a buddy, and so you have the best of both worlds. It's not like the Tomcat where or any of these other ones where the AI, you have to fly with an AI. Here you're flying by yourself, and it's so you can definitely perform operations solo. Speaking of AI, I will touch on that, but essentially I'll touch that on in flight. But the AI is the other. Absolutely, it's the best AI in DCS. The AI co-pilot, it takes over and it makes this a solo. It gives you the ability to fly the solo, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. Number 3. So reason number 3 is the incredible navigation system. So let's take a very quick peek at it. So if you go here, you go to HSD, which is the horizontal situation indicator, and it's here typical. This is very typical. You can find this in most aircraft. But things like what the Huey doesn't have, or the the Russian helicopters and all that. So you go here and you press HS plus, and all of a sudden you have a moving map behind it. And this is a great moving map. Like you can tell a lot about it. And then you can go to RMS. You can change it to a topography. I mean, there's not a lot of, it's all a flat land, but you can get topography mapping, and then you can overlay it with your HMS, and then you can have it blank as well, right? So so all you have to do is go HS. This removes it. You just click it, and it's right there. You get the scale, and then you can also zoom in, and you can scale it, right? So it's just an amazing map. So there we are. We're in TAF right now. It tells you where we are. I don't have any waypoints put in there, right? But essentially you just put in, you can create nav. So if you go to nav setup, you have 3 routes you can set up. It's extremely easy. You put in the waypoint, which is very easy to do, and then you go into the keyboard and you say, okay, I want a route from waypoint 1 to 2 to 3, and it does all that. I'm not going to do that right now because it takes a little bit of time to enter the points, but maybe I'll do a little snippet from the tutorial. The tutorial, well, it's already set up, and I'll show you guys that. But all you need to know is that this is your present position, right? And you can new waypoint, next page, previous page. Oh, DCS crashed. Alright guys, welcome back. Yeah, crashes in DCS, they're not very often, but sometimes they do. So we're back. We were talking about the navigation system, so let's go to nav setup back again. Anyways, just to recap, we got the routes, 1, 2, 3, you can set them up, you can set up your waypoints, battlefield graphics, and I'll show you guys. I don't have any waypoints set up right now, so I'll go back and do that and insert that video later. Alright guys, we're back here. I did reload the mission here with some waypoints so I can show you guys what that looks like. So all you gotta do is, let's go back to the HSD, and this time you'll be able to see waypoint 1, 2, 3, and 4. I got 4 waypoints there, they're just randomly slapped on there. I'm going to RMS and see chart, and you can see the chart, or you can see the other types, right? Or you can see that. So we're going to go to chart, this is kind of what it looks like, right? So we are here in the center, where the near 10th, essentially. And so, for example, one cool thing you can do is you can go to RMS and you can slew, and all you have to do is say, let's say I want to slew, because I can't quite see like waypoint 3, so you just say 3 W, enter. Pretty sure that's how you did it. Hang on, slew position. Yeah, that's the one. Sorry, 3W, 3 W, enter. And you see how the helicopter now is at the center of 3W, and we're no longer there. Sorry, the map is, I want to say. So you can go and check out. You're like, okay, at the waypoint 3, it's near Al-Walid there, and so now I can see that, you know. And if I wanted to scale, I can do that. And then if I wanted to zoom in, I can zoom in. And see what's there. There's like this road over here and all this other stuff, right? Like, it's very, 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 very nice. And if you go unslew, you're back here, right? And then if you go with, I think this is like north, up, and you know, you can do all that stuff there. Yeah. So and this is you can enter these waypoints 1, 2, 3, 4 easily, and you can put lines between them. So if I go to back to the HSD, and you can overlay the HSD, right? That's the other great thing. If you put this, it takes all of that HSD out, and you have a, you know, a much clearer overlay, right? And you can say overlay off or overlay on, and all of that stuff. So if you put all this, you got all of your stuff. And if you go to nav setup, and if you go to I think it's like, let's go to route 2, and then go to HSD. Sorry, I think it was right here. Start route, next point. So yeah, right here. So these are the waypoints. So waypoint 4 is 4.5 kilometers. Waypoint 3 is 21 kilometers. And you can cycle through. This is the start of the route, is waypoint 1. And if you go with direct point, you can say, let's say I want to go to waypoint 3, so you go to 3W, enter. Right, so now it says direct destination 3W. You go here, and I'm pretty sure it should have a line that shows you to go there, but I think I didn't put it in there. So let me put it again properly. 3W, enter. Store, I think it's store you gotta do. Yeah. So now the other one is gone. You see the other waypoint is gone. And if I go to where is it? RMS slew, and I go to waypoint 3W. You see now I'm slewed to that waypoint 3W. But it did remove the line. So I mean, I haven't really played with this very much, guys, but that is the idea. So if I go back to return route, oh, it did slew it here. You see, it did slew it. So if I go to RMS and unslew, and we're back to where it is. And if I go to chart, we'll get the chart back, and all of that. So so yeah, direct point is just, as I said, you just enter, like, let's say we go to 2W and enter, and then store. Now this is a direct line that shows you where that waypoint is. Remember, 1W is here and 2W is there, 4W. The waypoints are still showing. It's just the lines are not showing. Just showing you the line to get to that one. And then if you go return route, it shows you that route. And that's it, right? Like active route. If I go here, the route 2, we don't have a route 2, right? And route 3, we don't have a route 3. Route 1 populates the waypoints, right? So that's it. Those are the 3 routes. Next point, fixed route. Yeah, it's super easy to use. I mean, I think this is the first time I actually tried it beyond the tutorial. So yeah, it's pretty easy to use, and how to get to direct points and everything. And you can do the same thing here. Like, he can pull it up, right? He can do HS right there, and he can do the scale. He can have a different scale there. Like, you can have a maybe like a zoomed in scale here, and you can see both, right? Or if you want to see topography, you go here on the Copilot, and you say, hey, I want to see my topography. Now you got 2 maps, right? you'll check over there what's going on with the topography here. You're checking like your location, you know, so super useful. So that's maps. I just wanted to show you that. It's just one of the cool things. It's just really user friendly and really cool. Anyways, that's it, and we're going to go back to the video here. The next thing that is really great about the Kiowa is the radio system. So if we go to COM, so first of all, radio is right here for pilot, and right here for the co-pilot. So it's got 5 radios. It's got UHF, sorry, FM1, UHF, VHF, SATCOM, and FM2. If you pull the pin, you don't listen to it. If you pull it, you know, all the volumes are here. And then this is the master volume and all that. The great thing about a Kiowa is that it's got all of these shortcuts. So which radio you want to transmit on. So if you look here, left arrow is co-pilot, right arrow is the pilot, and these are all the frequencies that are in the system and with what they're transmitting on, right? So you know, if you click 1, 2, 3, 4, you change through the radios like FM, UHF, VHF, whatever. And then channel up and down is changing your presets. So if you go look at your presets, right? So if I go to UHF or VHF, these are my VHF presets, these are UHF presets. So there's 19 presets, right? And you just go through and you can change them that way, right? So you can. I haven't bound any of my comms, so I can't show you all that. But let's say we wanted to change number 8, right? So you say add, you go 8. That's channel 8, enter, and then you say, let's say I want that to be channel 8 is 301, and let's say I want it to be 305. So you go 305, enter, and then you can give it a name. If you don't want a name, you just press enter, and boom, number 8 is 305. That's how easy it is, and then you can go and select it over here. So radio is absolutely awesome. Another great feature, and it's you know, kind of very easy to use, right? So number 5 is the flight model. So that is, I'm going here in order so that when I get into the air, I know what to talk about. So number 5, the flight model. Number 6, reason number 6 is how easy it is, raw and fun. I'm just going through my notes here. And how there's enough tack to make it deadly and stealthy, but it's still raw enough. And then the co-pilot. So we're gonna go and look at all that. So reason number 5 here is the flight model. So it's a huge one. It's I would put it maybe number 1, but I'm going in the order here. So so for the flight model, we'll start flying here. So first of all, let's pick her up and get into a hover. So you know, I've talked about the flight model kind of extensively in my previous video. If you should go watch that. It was my first impressions video. But to summarize, the flight model is, first of all, you don't need a lot of anti-torque. It's one of my favorite things, that you don't need that, right? Number 2, it is extremely nimble, but it is not overly twitchy. And so it's the perfect balance between being nimble and not being like a very big, heavy helicopter like the Blackhawks or the Hinds and the, you know, all of these big helicopters that are not as much fun to fly, I would say, because they're not as nimble. And the Gazelle, for example, which is crazy, or the OH6 mod, it is that perfect mix, right? That is that of fun and stability. And if you try to fly the Bell 206 in Microsoft Flight Simulator, you'll find that what I'm doing right now is you will not be able to do in Microsoft Flight Sim. The stability controls that are in the Kiowa are incredible, right? So anyways, so nimbleness, ease of flying, and you know, vortex state ring and stuff like that, yeah, they exist, but if you don't do anything stupid, it is very easy to fly and it is fun. And it is really one of the probably the biggest reason for you know, making sure that
all right, let's see if I can
sorry, let me reduce the volume there. I feel
pick up
the volume adjust controls. All right, that's better. Anyways, right now I'm demonstrating one of the great things about the Kiowa is the
Roger. You have the controls.
The autopilot. So so what makes this aircraft phenomenal is you can fly it solo and multi-crew, and the AI co-pilot, because this thing doesn't have autopilot, doesn't have all of that auto hover and stuff in real life, right? So the way that Polychop has simulated that is by having AI take over and pretend that you have a buddy that is flying for you. So you're like, hey buddy, can you take over the controls? And you know, while I look at stuff in the cockpit, for example, right? So let's say I'm here and I wanna hover.
All right, let's see if I can pick up a stable hover.
Yeah, and he's very good about it. Like, you know, for example, the K-50 has auto hover, but it drifts all over the place, and you're always stressing about it, right? Whereas here you can hover, and then you can bind all the things. So I can ask him to drift left. I can ask him to you know, go forward, and I can ask him to go up. I can ask him to turn left, you know, and then all I have to do is just put
Roger. You have the controls.
That's how seamless it is to take the controls back, right? All you have to do is put a little bit of left rudder, and then that's
Roger that.
So now he's
you have the controls.
as I said that I'm so anyway, let me get into position here to show the next feature. So let's get into position just about where are the targets. I think I put some targets somewhere. I think they're over here. Let me get behind here so maybe I can show you the mast, how the mast does as well. I mean, it's easy to see if we can find some cover, but I'll deal with the cover some other time. Let me just get a good line of sight here, and then we'll. I don't want our missiles and rockets to hit things. So let's just chill here.
All right, let's see if I can pick up a stable hover.
There we go. All right. So, so the AI, as I demonstrated, is absolutely amazing, and it makes it this. So what it allows you to do is, so go here. Let's turn master arm on. Let's get into the MMS. Let's go and turn, sorry, laser on, master arm on, and then let's go. I got Hellfires on the left, and then rockets on the left, on the left, and so let's go to the weapons page, and let's let's start setting these weapons up. So for the rockets, all you gotta do is go to change zone. No, it's not change zone. Weapon setup, rockets type, and you gotta put the number 6 for laser guided, because that's what we have aboard. So all you have to do there is click this guy, and you say for zone A I have 6. What is it? Yeah, 6 enter, and then 6 enter. And now if you look at the zones, we have 6 and 6, right? Zone A is 6 and zone B is 6. That's all you gotta do. Then you go to fusing, and you say super quick, and you want it to be L for LG. So all you do is you go to say S, enter, and then for super quick, and L for so now we have laser. So super quick laser, and that's it. The rockets are set up. You don't have to do anything else. For the Hellfire, so if I go and do right, and I put them into manual, I don't have to worry about the codes. All I have to worry is that my code over here, which is I'm showing, it's right now is just ranging. So I just go to A is 1688. I'm not going to go through the details of all of that, but all you got to know is that I just selected A, which is the 1688 base code, which both the Hellfires and the rockets come with. The rockets are done on the ground. The Hellfires you can actually change, right? Let me recenter my track IR. And I think I'm gonna add a little bit more. Here we go. A little bit more height. Alright, so here we go. And so all that manual does is it keeps it at A and switches it back to A. But if you wanted to, you could go back to primary alt codes right here, right? And yeah, you could change them. I think you have to probably make sure you're back on standby, and then you go back here and you go prime alt codes. You can change them there, or you can go to missile toggle and you can change them here. Anyways, we're not going to go into all of that detail. So let's go back to the Hellfires manual, and we're not gonna. So anyways, so Hellfire right there, and then we're gonna put the video up here for visual, and let's see what we can see. Right. So sorry. So let me go down, and look at this. So here, for example, we can change it to infrared as well, and you can change the contrast. So you get all of this, right? Sorry, let's see, right here. So all of these are let's go look here. You got infantry there, and then if I change the contrast, you can really see it. And if I go to video, the contrast is different for video and TV. You see, like for TV, you gotta be a lot more brighter. But anyways, let's keep it on TV, and let's pick a target here. So let's go back, and you see here we're kind of non-ground stabilized. So I'm gonna press a button to ground stabilize it, and all of this is bound. So you really gotta choose your bindings so that and let's go to IR actually, TIS. It is easier to see, so you can see the hotspots, right? So if I go here and I reduce, there we go. You see all that. You want to see contrast, right? Look at that. Look at how much it stands out, right? That's pretty cool. It's a little much. It seems like the contrast changes based on your distance. So, anyways, let's look at these guys here. And I think let's see if I have tanks. But okay, fuck it. Screw the tanks. Let's go for this guy right here. Okay, let's go for this guy right here. Let's increase our thing. So here's the other part of the magic. So I'm gonna press a button.
Roger that.
And our buddy is going to essentially turn us towards those targets right there, right? So that is the great thing about this. Like, you can focus on being a co-pilot even though you're not the co-pilot, and then also being the pilot, right? So I mean, to launch, it is extremely easy. You just gotta have it on normal, manual, lowball. I mean, you can change all that stuff. You gotta make sure that the laser is there, and it's on code A, right? So let's make sure that it's on code A. And then there's the range. So it's when it flashes, you're lasing. And then right here, you don't have anything telling you except that the 3690 lasing. Actually, the little cross shows up, so that shows you that you're lasing. Anyways, we are within range, and all you have to do is laze and shoot that thing. Make sure that I guess it's and there it goes. Boom. That's how easy it is to fire Hellfire, guys. It is that easy. Like, all you have to do is make sure this this code matches with your code here, and that's it. And did it actually not like kill this guy? Let's try that again. All right, we'll go to point track mode. By the way, so actually let's try that on a moving target. I believe there's a moving target somewhere around here. There you go, right there. Let's grab this moving target. Point track. Zoom in. Range. Oh nope, I pressed the wrong button. Point track. Am I pressing the wrong button? I think I am. Oh, I think I know what's happening. I think my no, sorry, my lace button is different. Anyways, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell our buddy to turn our aircraft towards him, and now we're gonna lace. I was pressing the wrong thing. So we're within range. It's gonna take 11 seconds, and that's it. This is we're just gonna shoot it. There it goes. Boom. It is dead. So you see, like, how easy that was, like, and then all we have to do is go to, like, wide field of view, go back to get away from point track to manual, and you can see that there, right? So that's all you have to do is you look at it, right? Like in an Apache, you can't do that. You can't see your co-pilot gunner's stuff. So anyways, these trucks here. So let's switch to click left to go to our APKWS laser guided rockets. Let's get this guy to turn towards them, and let's lace. So it's 3,600. It should be fine. The thing with rockets is if you shoot them straight, they don't have as much range, right? So we'll try this one, but if it doesn't, there's a little bit of a trick you gotta do. So we're gonna lace and shoot. That's all it takes. There's our rocket. Boom. URL 375 destroyed. So that's a confirmed destruction of that. So we are within range. Now let's pick a target that's a bit more challenging, which so let's go back to its manual mode. So all we have to do is look back. This is how easy it is to operate this thing with the zooms. So let's pick one of these and see if there's something that's out of the typical range of a rocket. 4,000, that is still not within range, I would say. Let's see if there's something else. Okay, there is. Anyways, the point is, I was gonna shoot from a longer range, but how about here? How about this truck? Is that looks a little bit further out? Okay. We're gonna do the same thing. We're aligned now, but I bet you this is a bit too far. Actually, let's go for this guy. This is kind of hard to see. Right here. There's a little bit of a hill here, huh? So okay, so let's lace. And let's shoot that rocket. It's gonna have a bit of a hard time. It's a 4,346 meters. So we'll see if it actually hits. It might fall short, especially because of that hill, and it did. You see? So how do you shoot something that is a little out of range and a little? You have to pitch up, right? So how do you pitch up if the co-pilot is doing it? Well, you gotta multitask a little bit. So all you gotta do is make sure you're ready to lace. So right there, I'm lacing. And make sure you have the general direction. Make sure you put a left rudder so that you're ready to take control. we're gonna take control of the aircraft. We're gonna pitch up. We're gonna shoot. We're gonna laze, and then we're gonna ask our co-pilot to hover again. So ready, guys? All right, taking control.
Roger. You have the controls.
We're gonna try to stabilize. Ooh, shit. Okay, let's try to stabilize here. Okay, we're stabilized. And then we're gonna pitch up and laze and shoot. That might be a little too high, but
All right, let's see if I can pick up a stable hover.
and then we're gonna go back and we're gonna choose a target. We are lasing. And there's our target destroyed. Over there. So that one is a little out of range and a little bit like for this infantry, we probably don't need to do that. So we can.
Roger that.
So for this infantry, we can probably just point and shoot. Because it's under 4,000. Oh no! You see how it's? Yeah, no, it got him. It got him. It got him good. Anyways, we can see how many we've got left. We've got 3 left, so it's very raw experience. You don't have a counter. You don't have all this other stuff, right? So again, very easy. You turn, you point, you shoot. This one is a little out of range, so this one probably will not make it, right? This one probably won't make it. Yeah, you see? It just falls a little bit short. So we're gonna do the trick. We got 2 more left. Let's do the trick. And the trick is we have our mass mounted display. We wanna come out of the
Roger.
lower.
You have the controls.
Laze, pitch up, hover,
All right, let's see if I can pick up a stable hover.
and refocus our MMS. Make sure we're lasing. Boom! Wow. That was quite the damage. Anyways. This demonstrates the MMS in the multi-crew. Let me check my notes, see what it was. So I said that, you know, the MMS is easy to use with the A co-pilot and the flight model. It just all adds up. And you know, it makes for a great solo and multiplayer experience. You know, it allows you to do all these things, and it also makes you very capable, right? And then the last 2 things were like weapons and the in-game tutorial. So okay, so speaking of weapons, we're gonna talk about the unique weapons and then go from there. So let's head towards our targets there.
You have the controls.
And while we go, I'll talk about the weapons. So flight model wise, the other great thing is the trim, the force trim. I mean, I don't think the Kiowa had a force trim, but or not the way that we use it here. But basically, you press the button and the stick kind of stays where you want it, and it's one of the most important quality of life things that you need in a Kiowa, in a helicopter here, because I hate stressing, like having to you know, always force my stick, like keep a force on it. I really hate that, especially for helicopters which are slow and they gotta travel long distances, right? So right now I'm gonna press it, and that's it. Like more or less, it takes most of the force out of it. So weapons, the unique weapons on the Kiowa is obviously these M4s that you can see here and the smoke grenades. No other stock helicopter has those in DCS. The Hellfires, we do have them. Rockets, we do have them. I don't think anybody else has laser guided rockets, so that's pretty unique to the Kiowa. And then the 50 cal, that's kind of typical as well. So we're gonna talk about the smoke, and we're gonna talk about the M60. So,
all right, let's see if I can pick up a stable hover.
let's try to come close here. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Shit.
Okay, you have the controls.
Anyway, sorry, I'm still getting used to some of these bindings. What I meant to do is reset my trim, but I actually engaged autopilot. Anyways, so here we are. We're gonna come close to some of these troops. Let's see, I think there was more. Did I just delete all of those troops from... Yeah, anyways, there's not a lot of troops left, unfortunately. Oh no, here they are. I was like, where are all the troops? Alright, so what we're gonna do is come to our hover here. Right next to these guys. Right about here.
All right, let's see if I can pick up a stable hover.
Alright, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch to our co-pilot seat. We're gonna recenter our stuff. And you can see, so we're hovering just about there, and there's all of these troops, right? So we're gonna pretend that, you know, we have let's go and put our pilots back on, so that we know what they look like. So there we are. We're in the co-pilot seat here now. So here are our, we're gonna click here, and we're gonna pick up this M16. And all you gotta do is press Alt-C to get control of it. And then recenter your track IR. And in theory, you're supposed to be able to look through with your track IR, right? Or your VR. So if I look left, or, you know, kind of, you're supposed to like aim that way. So let's take a snapshot. And obviously this is like extremely hard to do. Imagine like doing this on a moving helicopter and from further distance. But I'm gonna headshot this guy. Dead. Dead, I think. Alright. So, like, by aiming, and there's no way to zoom. So it is a little challenging. And it does have a limited kind of field of view. But, like, without the aiming thing, you just... It's a little tough, right? So, like, let's say I wanted to go grab this guy. So it does have a very limited, like I can't go left there, and you know, it's got a very limited field of view. It takes a lot of practice and getting used to, but essentially, like, look at that. That was a single shot. Right. So there you go, and I'm out of bullets. So it doesn't have an infinite amount of bullets, but that kind of shows you what that all looks like. If you look at it from the outside, it looks like this. Look at this guy. Boom, boom, boom. Right. The only thing is they got the armor plate. They gotta fix that. But other than that, yeah. And then you press Alt-C, and then all you have to do is click right back here. He puts it back. I wish you could do the same thing from you know, the co-pilot seat. I mean the pilot seat. But maybe one day we'll be able to I mean, doesn't make sense. The guy's flying, right? Anyways, the other thing is the smoke grenades. So you know, this was he's kind of thinking about grabbing it. But anyways, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take back our control if we can.
Roger. You have the controls.
So yeah, that's how easy it was to that M4 is super fun. Just adds a whole other dimension to the game. And let's say I wanted to drop some smoke, I don't know, in this power station, let's say, right? So all you gotta do is, it's gonna, no, that's the wrong one. So this guy is gonna pick up the smoke, he's gonna be ready to drop it. And I haven't practiced this very much, but boom, drop it. There it is. So that power station now has got purple smoke. The next one is yellow, and then one after that is green. And yeah, you can just drop those suckers and you know, kind of mark targets and stuff, right? So let's go. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my chairman shed set up. But yeah, let's say that you wanted to come over here and mark these mark this guy over here. So take the smoke, whatever this thing is here, boom, drop it. I don't know where the hell it dropped. It was supposed to drop right on top of that, looks like a VOR or something. Looks like a VOR. Let's see how close we got to the VOR. Okay, so it looks like it drops, so you need to drop it sooner because we're actually moving, right? So it's some sort of a, maybe it's an NDB beacon. But anyways, that's smokes, right? So let me go back to some decent.
Roger that.
And then here's the other great thing. Oh no, that's not great.
Roger. You have the controls.
Let me try to remember how to do it. So autopilot.
Roger that. Roger that.
So now he's trying to maintain this, kind of like this 40, this altitude. He's a little bit low, so I'm gonna.
Okay. You have the controls.
I'm gonna go a little higher, and then I'm gonna put him back.
Roger that.
And I'm gonna tell him to hold.
Roger that.
Hold altitude. That's it. And he should be holding altitude. So it's 2420, and you can see the radar altitude right there at 117. So he's holding barometric altitude right now. And you can just relax, right? Like, that's the great thing. You can just freaking take your hands off the controls, chill. So it's a lot closer to a fixed wing experience. You know, fixed wing, you get to relax so much more, right? And then when you want, if you don't want to, if you want to hand fly it, you can. Like right now, I'm just nothing. My hands are off, right? So let's drop our. Let's take control.
Okay, you have the controls.
Let's drop this thing right here into this thing. Boom. I'm gonna drop it a bit earlier this time and see how I do. I wanted to drop it into that compound. In the compound, look at that. All you have to do is drop it a bit earlier. Account for your forward speed. So we got all the grenades dropped. We expended all ammo. We just have one rocket left. The 50 cal I'm not gonna show. It's just a machine gun. Nothing crazy there. But yeah, this is the unique weapons on the Kiowa is one of the reasons why It's the reason number 9 why I think this is one of the best helicopter module and best module in general in DCS. Well, it just has so much uniqueness, so much flair. It's just so much fun. Reason number 10 is the in-game tutorials. So in-game tutorials will teach you. They cover all the important things you need to know about navigation, comms, weapons, all the stuff that you would expect. I wish they were narrated by voice, but you have to read a bunch of text. That's my only thing. But that is literally the only main thing of a gripe, if you want to call it that I had with this module. It's like everything else is absolutely amazing, and I don't know what's. Let's get rid of this. Let's go to save, and we don't want to see that. And then for the mast, what was it? This guy. See the mast right now? I just pushed the button, and I probably shouldn't crash here. Forward. So right now we're in forward on the mast mounted side, right? There you go. You see, and I zoomed out. So yeah. Okay, guys, that's it. Those are the 10 reasons why I think the Kiowa is the best module in DCS, especially for helicopters. If any of them resonate with you, I highly recommend you supporting Polychop and giving them the much-deserved sales for this incredible helicopter that will pair up so well with Apaches in modern conflict and with Huey in the Vietnam conflicts, and yeah, just a spectacular little module. We're gonna go ahead and land here somewhere. Just gonna tour our buddy here. Look at that! Look, I just love its static model with the juke. So we're gonna come in from this side here. I'm just having fun flying this thing, guys, but I should probably end this video. All right, let me turn around and let's land this thing. And what I'll do is I'll try to grab some more footage of the navigation system, so that you guys can see how that looks like. Because I didn't show you guys that. I'll probably do that. Go. How do we do? Yeah, still practicing all of that stuff. But compared to other helicopters, this one is actually like with other helicopters. I would not be trying this right now, like going backwards and stuff and hovering. Like it is much harder with those helicopters to do this. Like with the Black Hawk, the Gazelle and all of that, but here I have just so much more control and visibility that I feel more comfortable going backwards. I can't quite see, and I'm in 2D, guys. Like I'm in 2D, so it's much more difficult in 2D. You don't have that depth perception. Like if I look left and then I lose depth perception of my other side. So there we go. That's pretty much dead on center. Look at that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, highly recommend it, guys. The OH-60 Delta Kiowa Warrior from Polychop. Great module, and really glad that it's here. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. If you liked, please sub and tell me what you think, and like the video. It does help me. And we shall see you on the next one. I'll be doing more. Stay tuned for more Kiowa content. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.